From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. As a storm travels through the south central and southeastern U.S. this weekend, thunderstorms packing strong winds, flooding downpours, hail, and potentially a few tornadoes will erupt. The storms will be given fuel from warm, moist air originating from the Gulf. Those traveling through the region, including along the Interstate 10 corridor or with outdoor plans, will likely encounter some disruptions. Today, the most significant risk for locally severe thunderstorms will expand eastward from eastern Texas and Louisiana to southern Mississippi, southern Alabama, and into southwest Georgia and the Florida Panhandle. On Sunday, the risk of severe thunderstorms will shift farther to the east, extending from the Florida Panhandle, southern Alabama, and the northern part of the Florida Peninsula to southern Georgia. North of the severe weather zone, there can still be some thunderstorms in areas where periods of rain are in store along portions of the Interstate 20 and 40 corridors. Moving out west, in the wake of the storm that rolled ashore in the southwestern U.S. during the middle of the week, most areas will get a break over the weekend. However, AccuWeather meteorologists say that more storms will move into the region, including California. This weekend should have relatively quiet weather conditions along much of the Pacific coast. There can still be some risk of landslides where heavy rain recently fell, as some of those hillsides may have become unstable. More storms are gathering over the Pacific, and one storm, the smaller of the two forecast to roll in next week, will arrive in central and southern California on Tuesday before expanding inland over the deserts on Tuesday night. The next storm, a much larger system, will waste little time following up next week. The larger storm will spread rain into the northwest and expand quickly into northern California on Tuesday night before spreading into southern California and part of the Great Basin on Wednesday and Thursday. Despite some moisture in recent weeks, the overall zone of abnormally dry to exceptional drought lingers over the southwest, including in southern California, and in some cases the situation is getting worse. More storms with generous rain and mountain snow are needed prior to the beginning of the dry season, less than a couple of months away. And it's time to spring forward with the start of daylight saving time. Clocks will spring forward 1 hour on Sunday. Hawaii and Arizona, with the exception of the Navajo Nation located in Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah, are the only states that do not observe the biannual time shift and remain in standard time year-round. Several states have proposed laws to end the practice of changing clocks twice a year, but the legislation has yet to go into effect. So, just a reminder, move your clocks forward on Sunday. That's all for now. You can find more stories and regional forecasts at AccuWeather.com, and for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll be back on Monday with more from AccuWeather.